Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, really well played. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Quality ball. Fermin wins the duel this time. Oh, that's a key interception. Ronaldinho goes on a run down the left wing. He's not got that quite right. And he's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. And here's a chance. Just too high.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Hakimi. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Just eases him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ronaldinho, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. El Shaarawy! Oh, he's really drilled it.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Still goalless at the moment. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Forlan. A lot of space ahead of him. Bastoni defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bruno Guimaraes. Stood up well to him there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that was vital.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Bruno Guimaraes cuts it out. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Petit.
Jordan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now he's off and running. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Hakimi. Messi. Fermin had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Hakimi. He's got away. Gets his head to it. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Fermin. Hullet. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. This is a great chance to take a lead. Great chance here from position A1. Forlan! El Shaarawy. And it's Ronaldinho. Van Bouten kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bastoni can get it clear. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That's a good ball played into space. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Oh, how that cross.
And the first half is done. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Jordan may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Whistle goes and we start the second half.
Jordan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Played with finesse. Costa Corta gets it clear. Oh, nicely intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Great ball if he can get there. And here's Hullet, and Hullet! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Time, excellent interception. Now it's El Shaarawy. He has found a way through.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Taken back almost at once. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He's got the shot away! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Donadoni clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Chipped through, neatly clipped into space. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, what a chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, but that's the threat posed by teams that have those kind of players who are willing to make those types of runs.
That has been cut short. Hakimi, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's managed to get rid. Manchester United have their second corner now. Deftly away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bayer deals with it effortlessly. Maldini. Van Bouten. Ronaldinho. Oh, super hit! They've done it! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
He's going for goal! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely!
perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Substitution in progress.
Jordan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Vermeer. Time and again they are repelled. And they've got rid. That'll be a throw. Costa Curta. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vermeer. And he was quick to react. He's played him through. Forlan is onto this. Upamecano did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looks to the other side. And it's lofted through here. Messi providing an outlet on that flank.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. And the number on the board is 3. Bruno Guimaraes. Forlan. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the hit! And more and more and more! And surely... And that will be it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your reflections then, Jim?
Jordan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. This, of course, the instantly recognisable backdrop to many a famous European night. Football's ultimate theatre. And as you can see, we've already started here. Al-Sharawi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Drogba. Is there a great hit? And he can clear it away. Floats it up and it's a mighty effort! Oh, it's fallen loose again! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Thinks one through. Oh, and he's through the middle. Neymar has it in a wide position. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
The less said about that pass, the better. Al-Sharawi is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Drogba. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. We're back in possession and ready to go again. Big chance! There it is! First blood drawn.
Jordan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Jordan have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Femi. El-Sharawi. Hakimi cuts it out. Played out to the right. Messi gets into some space. Pedri. Marquinhos can get it clear. And back it goes.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And here's El-Sharawi. Jordan have it back and can go again. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Jordan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. He rises! There it is! Oh, that's not going to count, and we go again.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Now it's Neymar. Drogba. Shot a goal! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built...
He's got the shot away! And he hits the net! And they're back in front! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise gets it clear. It's a promising run he's making on the right.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
El Shaarawy, and he was alert to it. Jordan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. El Shaarawy, now the finish! De Jong. Gently done. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's shifting through the gears here. He could be in here. Can he finish? He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Jordan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Gets his pass away. He's picked his way through. Ronaldinho's delivery. That's a decent clearance. De Jong does well to get it back. And it's half-time here.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Jordan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Gets things going for the second half. Cleared without hesitation. Mbappe. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Pedri.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Fermin. And that could set him on his way. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rodri.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Bayer catches it safely. He's played him through. Now there's a fine ball. And that's a throw-in. Pedri wins the duel this time. A real chance if he can get through. And this is El Shaarawy. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
El Shaarawy really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Jordan have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Looks to go up and over. He's through here. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe has got himself a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Neymar is behind this one. There's the shot! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Neymar really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
Rodri, and now the breakaway. And the shot's on here. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Aim forwards. Ball is over the line. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's intervened well there. Fermin, Ronaldinho.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He's had a hit! Oh, taken with style! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Ødegaard running with the ball. Pass somewhat off target.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Colomwani! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, what a mistake. And another try! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Neymar plays it short. Jordan are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. João Neves gets good distance on it. Marquinhos did well to stay calm there. That's going to go a long way. Neymar. And here's the chance to counter. Neatly clipped into space. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That'll be a throw.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Passes short and sharp. Cleared without complication. Owen. Oh, that's clever. Olise cuts out the pass.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Plays a delicate ball. Colomwani! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. They've played it short. Mbappe! And that is wildly off target. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Jordan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Al Sharawi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Jordan truly have the look of a...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it.
What fantastic scenes here in Barcelona. This massive stadium, officially Europe's largest, and from what we understand, about to become even bigger than it is now.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. And it's Nedved. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Ronaldinho. Has a go! Missed by a fraction.
Now it's Eto.
Oh, shooting chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Jordan finding themselves unexpected shapes to shoot! El Shaarawy. Fermin chips it through. Now it's Messi, and he's found a way. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Messi really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. That's an excellent interception. He's in a good position. Fermin! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Fermin really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's had a hit. Corner number 2 then. But nowhere to hide after that one. And now a sudden chance to counter. El Shaarawy, he's got away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Great chance! Well, that is remarkable.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Ronaldinho, he's going for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And he was quick to react. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Now he's off and running. And here's Ronaldinho. Jordan are trailing against the run of play. That has been cut short.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Ronaldinho. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Bullet. Now it's El Shaarawy. Neatly clipped into space. Seedorf. And it's Eto. Rummenigge. Bayern Munich have got it back and they'll have another go. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Played into space out wide. Now can they get it back? That's a throw. Pull it. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. It's a pretty loose pass. It's really well cleared. And that's a throw-in. He's got to be in here! He's having a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the shot! Hakimi gets good distance on it. Decent hit! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Bayern Munich really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Jordan have the chance to go the other way. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And they win it back again. And that could set him on his way. Oh, well played, well played. Ronaldinho. Can he latch on to this?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nedved. That is a great pick out. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. And the ball's done its job. They want to be quick to recover this. And the first half is done. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rodri, and it's Ronaldinho. And he's picked out the run, and he's managed to get free. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
This is the time you need that pace.
Eto'o Was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's through here. Now it's El Shaarawy. He's through, it's what a big chance! Goal! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Jordan take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Nicely weighted ball, nicely intercepted. 60 minutes played. Can he finish? He scored! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Nedved. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Eto'o. And the counter is on. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance to try the shot! Has another go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 3 coming up.
El dorsal 13, el dorsal 16. Serán sustituidos por...
Nacho
el dorsal
clears.
3, el dorsal
Oh, it's come
7,
loose.
el dorsal 33.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Thuram.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Fermin. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hakimi. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Messi.
Jordan showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Ronaldinho. Can he get onto this? And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Bayern Munich were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot.
He's had a shot! Goal! Bayern Munich! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Zaire Emery.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Hits one! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude.
And this is Eto'o.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Minutos de descuento.
Deftly away.
And he's there to retrieve it.
Vinicius Junior.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. And that has been clubbed away.
Messi.
Oh, that's a key interception. Alvarez. Messi. Alvarez.
Buffon catches it safely. And the referee brings it to a close.
Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round.
Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Jordan can always take more positives.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We have already started here. He's got away. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
It's a really well measured ball. He is through here. Great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Jordan has the chance to go the other way. And it's Ronaldinho. Thinks one through. Oh, played through for the wide man. No, that's been intercepted. Jim, which player is he? He's gone for goal! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
And here's Messi. Oh, delicate chip through. Chouameni getting this one clear. They get a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Barella. First quarter of an hour gone. Bastoni makes the interception. Still goalless. Neatly clipped into space. And here's Messi. El Shaarawy. Terrific header. No, not the best of headers.
Jordan were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
That's a little off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Rafael Leao. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hakimi. Now it's El Shaarawy. No outsmarting him this time. A heavy challenge.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. It's a sweet ball. Can he put it away? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Throw it. Barella. Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Hakimi. And the pass is intercepted. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that's a key interception. Quality ball. Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Walker cuts it out. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Now it's Ronaldinho. Back into the middle. Looking for the runner. Walker cuts out the pass. Rafael Leao. Five minutes till the break. Pedri. No, he's just misjudged that one. Van der Ven. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! And he's done it!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Inter Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Can he finish? And he's quick to get it clear again. Yamal gets into some space. Nice control. Oh no, what has happened here? Chouameni. Pedri. Van der Ven. Van Dijk. Chouameni. Bellingham. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Jordan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. Jordan have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. And the counter is on. Now it's El Shaarawy. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. And Messi! It's off target and by quite a way. Barella is looking to set free a runner. That's headed upfield. Bellingham. Look at the space here. Olise defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Ronaldinho. Real chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. Tries his luck. Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Hakimi certainly showed brilliant imagination there to take on such a high tower of skill.
Now it's Messi. Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Pedri. Yamal. He's found a way through. Chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Van Nistelrooy, numero 23, numero 21. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il numero 18.
That's good running with the ball. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Nkunku. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Rafinha, loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
A real chance if he can get through. Gets his parcel. Yamal! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Lamine Yamal has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
And he's taking no chances there. Yamal! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now.
Now it's Thuram. Gently done. Gnabry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Fiddles it through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Cleared without complication. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And here's Rafinha. Ronaldinho. Tries a shot! And it's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only...
Now the finish! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And he gets rid in a hurry. Ronaldinho. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could get...
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. This, of course, one of the greatest shrines to European football, indeed, to football all over the globe. The Spotify Camp Nou here, pretty much bang centre in the Catalan capital. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He won't be happy with that one. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pedri. Messi. Aimed in towards the centre. Very nicely done. And that should get the job done. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. He's got away. Tries a shot! In for the pieces! Goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So, a breakthrough already. And the pass is intercepted. And it's El-Shaarawy. That's very neat.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Quarter of an hour played. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Looking for the run. Now it's Messi. Crossed in. It's a mighty effort! It's in! And that for him is goal number 10. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Jordan are down to 10 men.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Incoming cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Fermin! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Jordan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Maldini attempts a clearance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Foot in. Mateus. Messi, and Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Hits one! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona go into the lead.
This is the perfect...
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 19. El dorsal 5.
The changes then in quick succession. Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And through to the goalkeeper. Messi. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Jordan making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. And he welcomes it in. Bullet! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Messi with the short one. Big chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. It's their second corner of the game. He's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's El Shaarawy. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in, and that could set him on his way. And he's managed, and the shots! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite.
He gets big. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Pirlo. Mateus. And it's Gullit. This might spell danger. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's come loose here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Maldini cuts it out. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Jordan are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
And the second half gets underway.
Jordan now need to set about their task very professionally. If they do, then the chances will come, and from there, the focus will zoom in on their finishing.
Caicedo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's been picked out. Mbappe! Keeper's got his work done.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Fermin. Pirlo. Caicedo. Pedri. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Mateus. And it's Gullit. Can he get it through?
Well, the way this...
Oh, they could be caught out here. It's face to face with the keeper. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Maldini gets over and intercepts. It's a little off target. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Ronaldinho. Now it's El Shaarawy. He could be in here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Jordan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's picked his way through. Decent hit! It's there! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Pullet at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came...
Oh, Sharawi! And he steered it beyond the post.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Pirlo. And here's Baggio. Looking for the runner. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. Pullet. Pullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. This, of course, one of the greatest shrines to European football, indeed, to football all over the globe. The Spotify Camp Nou here, pretty much bang centre in the Catalan capital. And as you can see, we've already started here. This interception, his positioning was spot on. He's had a shot!
Well, there's a big game player, if ever there was one.
Iniesta, universally admired. So what do we expect from him today, Jim?
Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces and delivers precision balls. And he does it pretty much better than anyone else. Class.
White stood his ground strongly.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
White. A couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Pedri. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. And Dixon. And it's Ronaldinho. White. Out to the left it goes. And he lines up a cross. Costa Curta is there and he can get that clear. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Messi, and Messi! Well, that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Jordan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Back into the middle. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. So it is still 0-0. And here's Messi. Hakimi. Chouameni.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the pass is intercepted. Fermin gets into some space. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And it's Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Flings it across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Oh, this looks sharp. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Flamengo finding their passes. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Jordan have the chance to go the other way. Chouameni. Ronaldinho. And he was quick to react. Dixon. White is always looking to play quality balls. Chouameni, Iniesta, Flamengo looking to pass their way through. White, Hakimi gets it away. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the action is back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Costa Curta. And it's Perisic. Rodri. Pedri. And it's Messi. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's El Shaarawy. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's nice. Chouameni. Now it's Perisic. And the counter is on. Now it's Perisic. Van Dijk with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Jordan are down to 10 men.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
El dorsal 3.
White touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Chouameni, final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. That looks a cracking ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Chouameni, and it's Iniesta. And he's managed to get free. He can get that clear. Perisic showing great feet there. It's a mighty effort! Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Asciende
Now
a
it's El Shaarawy.
96.628
Flamengo
espectadores.
appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front. Oh, and it's been given away. He's away. He's through and all alone. Great chance. And that has fair fizzed.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Cleared away. Ball's gone out of play. Costa Curta goes on a charge down the left. Chooses to go back. Perisic threads one in. Perisic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. A searching ball that into space. And it's pulled back. That is a brilliant interception. Pedri. Iniesta. Jordan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. They back towards his own goal.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Perisic. Tchouaméni. 75 minutes played. White. A lot of space. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Bruno Fernandes did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Dixon. Bruno Fernandes.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That is a little undercooked. El Shaarawy is looking wide.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Shot a goal! And he hits the net! And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Perisic. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Flamengo have their second corner now.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 92, el Shaarawy, el dorsal 11, Messi, el dorsal 13, el dorsal 10. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 2, el dorsal 33. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Costa Curta, Perisic, and here's Hullet. Could try cutting inside here. Cross goes in. Oh, what a climb! Really well taken goal. And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So we're up and running. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a really well-measured ball. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, and he's through the middle. It's gone for a throw-in. Somewhat off target. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Messi! Shiatani makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, the one thing to admire about him is that he's never scared of the physical side of things, Peter. But what I love about him is that he reads the game with great ability. Every successful team needs to have someone like him at the back, and I wouldn't be surprised now if he really propels this team forward.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other.
Can he put it away? He's delivered all right! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Ronaldinho demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Ronaldinho. Oh, sweet feet. Hakimi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. No, that's been intercepted. Isco. Bernardo Silva. And he's managed to get free. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's away. Looking for the run. Oh, that was vital.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Can he finish? Isco. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Ronaldinho, he has found the way through. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Can he latch on to this? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Al-Sharawi is, and this is Bernardo Silva. Now the finish! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
David Villa, and the finish! Marvellous goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Arsenal get themselves into the lead. Can he finish? And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goals should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think
And we hit half-time. Jordan playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
From the regional police department.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow and it's 2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
that's great positioning, so good from him.
Well read, nice interception. Isco.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's well seen too.
Firmin really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Oh, that's well spotted. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tedri going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Davis. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. It's a good ball out wide. He's found the way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hakimi gets good distance on it. Bernardo Silva.
The attendance for this match was 62,005.
Just about up to the hour now. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. That is good alertness. Played out to the right. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. David Villa. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's El Shaarawy. Now it's El Shaarawy. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, nicely intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Isco. Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. They're back in possession and ready to go again. He is just caressing the ball. This might spell danger. Bernardo Silva showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Isco providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Bernardo Silva unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. Tedri. And they're back on the ball again. Bernardo Silva. That is lovely. Oh, good ball. And the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 10.
Hakimi, who's short, just eases him off the ball.
Number 20.
Jordan looking to go forward now.
Number 13.
Great chance!
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
All hands on deck for this one. Bernardo Silva with the short one. Arsenal given another corner. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. They've played it short. In with the challenge.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Neymar, he's got away. And he's being shifted off it.
2 added minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Hits one! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And we're done. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination...
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. This, of course, one of the greatest shrines to European football, indeed, to football all over the globe. The Spotify Camp Nou here, pretty much bang centre in the Catalan capital. So it's away we go then. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Messi has it out wide and in space. Costa Corte.
This time, surely! Jordan would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Vinicius Junior. El Shaarawy. It's El Shaarawy! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Musiala, Shiatani kept his eye on it, and he's there. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads, and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Hakimi, and he's certainly onside here. Has a go!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning.
El Shaarawy!
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Jordan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Jordan have their second corner now. Quarter of an hour played. Good spot, he's seen the run. Brilliantly cut out. Now the finish! Pedri short changes him with that pass. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Pedri, he is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Hakimi. Messi. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Still goalless. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Koundé.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Messi. Kimmich. Conte. And he's managed to get free. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well-timed, excellent interception. Hakimi. And here's Messi. Messi. nicely intercepted. Pedri. Conte. Olise. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Wriggles his way through. He's found a way through. And he's got his cross in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Deftly away. Messi. Well, that's an inviting ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Chooses to go cross-field. Van Nistelrooy. Hakimi. Oh, nice touch. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's hoisted clear. That is Conte. Olise! A real chance and a real let-off.
Quick thinking and quick control, Peter. That creates a little more working space.
Bastoni makes the interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Un minuto de descuento.
And the shot! Ronaldinho. That is ended up in no man's land. And we hit half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal. But it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And hostilities have resumed. Can he finish? Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Pedri. Ronaldinho. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Pedri. He has found a way through. Oh, he's been caught. And the finish! Cleared away.
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Hakimi. Pedri. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Belts one. He could be in here. Van Nistelrooy! Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Pedri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Good read, needed to be. And he's there to belt it away. And now they can... Oh no, this does not look good.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.843
Almost an hour gone.
espectadores.
Ruben Diaz. Oh, that's a key interception. He can run onto that. Pedri is flagged offside. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And the keeper's in command. Played out towards the right wing. Olise. Galatasaray have a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Header! They've scored! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Galatasaray have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right.
He's having a hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Galatasaray certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach. Look, that might have been telegraphed, but it's superb awareness.
Van Nistelrooy. And it's Van Nistelrooy. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Pedri.
Galatasaray surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Olise, expertly cut out. Really nicely done. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment.
He's gone for goal! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Pedri.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
The message is clear, none shall pass. The fullback is in acres of space here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Upamecano gets it away. Rodri.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's shifted. He's got the shot away. Good try. Very good try, in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
No, he's just misjudged that one.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Shiatani gets across to intercept that. Hakimi. And it's Messi. Spread neatly. Hakimi. Alvarez. Bayer can pick that up. That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today.